All eyes were once again on the Federal Reserve Chairman, Ben Bernanke, who spoke on Friday night. Now, before his speech, the Federal Reserve were indicating that a third round of quantitative easing is likely to take place. So investors were tuning in to find out what action the Federal Reserve was going to be taking and when any action was likely. Now, when Ben Bernanke spoke on Friday, he did really reiterate that further stimulus will be required if the US is going to combat that high unemployment rate, which is currently sitting around 8%. So with that in mind, investors were keen to find out when that was likely to happen, although Ben Bernanke was not giving any hints as to when that timing would be. Looking at markets now, and the American markets, they were up following Ben Bernanke's comments. We can see the Dow Jones was up around 0.7%. And in currency markets, the New Zealand dollar was currently tracking relatively flat against most of our major trading partners. It's time to put away those winter coats, with spring now officially here, and we've seen some good signs of spring in the North Waikato and South Auckland district. Last week we saw some sun, which has dried up some of those wet, puggy farms. The temperature also remains fairly mild across the district, and as a result we've seen some good grass growth around the traps. Calving is well underway for the district, and cows are generally in a much better condition than they were last year. Heifers continue to perform well, and as a result we've seen tighter calving spreads. Last week's drop in milk payouts came as a bit of a surprise to some farmers in the district, but that just really puts more emphasis on the fact that they need to be controlling costs going forward. Beef cockies, well, they continue to keep a watchful eye on developments with the US drought. Lambing is also underway in the district, a little bit earlier than expected in some cases. Results from scanning we've seen improvements there. So all in all, it is shaping up to be a good year in terms of production.